Hi all, we are PTE for sure. We are providing complete training to successfully crack PTE exam with your desired score. We will provide you tips and tricks to get 65 and 79 in PTE. After enrolling, our course's material would be provided online. For more information, kindly contact through WhatsApp or other details mentioned in the video.
My objectives for this time will be to discuss emotion, a phenomenon that we might transfer to other animals through our language. Additionally, discuss some cutting-edge technologies like functional magnetic imaging and brain imaging. And we attempt to respond to some very old queries about how motivation and emotion function. I'll start by giving you a scenario that some of you might be familiar with. Pavlov invented this more than a century ago. And in this situation, the dog is given the sound, waits, and then is given food powder. This happens again, and as a result, events start to take place in the middle of the experiment. Here, interesting things start to occur. The salivation of the dog was the subject of Pavlov's investigation. As the salivation grows, the dog becomes paralyzed. However, other events also took place here. There are a lot of activities going on here, and you have a dog that moves around more. In the experiment 11M described today, we tried to understand what was happening in the brain to produce the state we named the competitive state. However, you may also consider state in terms of how the dogs are feeling or how you are feeling right now about lunch.
But we can truly thank the Great Exhibition of 1851 for giving us the world's best taxi service, as it was on their way to this exhibition, which featured fantastic inventions from all over the empire, that the visitors were horrified, depressed, and irritated by their travels because the cab drivers of the time, with their terrible horse-drawn carts, could not find their way to this exhibition. In response to widespread public protest, the London Authority established the Public Carriage Office, an entity that is still in operation today. You can also walk a little distance up the road to Penton Street. All of London's major cab drivers' licenses are now held by the Public Carriage Office. Since 1851, all cab drivers have been required to pass what is now known as the London Knowledge, which tested their exceptional knowledge of the city. What is known about London? It involves being able to recall all 25,000 of London's streets, how they are all interrelated, and the key thoroughfares leading in and out of the city. Cab drivers must be aware of all of this in addition to 1,000 areas of interest, including cafes, bars, and government buildings. As part of their training, they must be familiar with each one.
What exactly do we mean by well-being then? A state of mind and body where people can thrive include health, happiness, a feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment. Everyone present has a certain amount of well-being. It is not just reserved for those who are dealing with extreme difficulties in their daily lives, physical health, or personal circumstances. Music frequently plays a natural role in our well-being management, acting as a mood booster, stress reliever, and soother. In order to advance our understanding of the power of music in human life, we want to move from this level of intuitive use of music to educated use in our communities through study. There are already so many ways that music benefits us, from calming and educating our young children to uniting individuals and communities to giving energy to our professional and personal pursuits. However, there is no need to stop there.
As you can see, the two charts paint very different pictures of how boys and girls performed in the two important areas of math and English. It demonstrates that over the course of 6 years, girls consistently outperform boys in the subject of English, scoring almost 10% higher than their male counterparts. When we examine the math scores, which show no discernible gender differences, the situation is considerably different. What explains these significant differences? Researchers examine biological, cognitive, and a variety of social elements in order to provide an answer to this topic. In the school setting, it is thought that the interactions between these many elements of early childhood development are preserved and strengthened. And this results in clearly defined gender patterns of behavior and aptitude, which have an immediate impact on academic performance and achievement. The ultimate purpose of this research is to demonstrate the strong relationship between social and biological elements, such as taught gender categories and patterns of cognitive development. Both in preschool and later in school, these cognitive abilities are picked up and reinforced by teachers' comments, which helps establish patterns.
Of course, the history of software is really recent. And the entire IT sector is only 67 years old, which is astonishing. Given where we have been in those 67 years, it is very amazing to be so near to the beginning of a significant new technology or subject. Because of Moore's law, the quick increase in computer power, the rapid decline in the cost of processing, storage, and communications, and other factors, the advancement of information technology into previously unanticipated spheres of existence has become more of a stampede than a progression. As I have stated, there has been a stampede for folks to choose the easy pickings. And it has continued to do so, with a number of effects that we will examine, in the development of software and information technology during the past few decades.
If you like our video, kindly subscribe our channel and also press below bell icon. Thank you.